What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and it's week 7 in our London Bulldogs Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise, and it's a special video because not only do we have a breakout scenario, which is potentially the first one we can actually earn, because the other one was just king quarterback, right? We didn't have any other breakouts, I'm pretty sure. But we're also on next-gen Madden. The first look at next-gen Madden. We'll have the next-gen stats, all that goodness. Well, hopefully it's goodness. So, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this because I recorded a gauntlet video for tomorrow, and let me tell you, the game feels weird. So, we were already kind of struggling. Things are going to get worse. Did anything for sliders change? I think it's all there, right? It looks pretty fine, right? I think so. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are excited for next gen, and you want me to keep playing next gen, because obviously this will be kind of a quick decision. If the game is really that bad and you guys really don't like it, you got to let me know in the comment section below, because we can still play the old gen. We can still go back to the gen we were playing on before, which, as far as gameplay-wise, I like it a lot more. We would just have to replay the Chiefs game, which I could just do off-cam or whatnot, or just give a force win. But with that being said, let's get into the things we would normally get into. Like, right now, it looks a little like the frame rate doesn't look that great. It really doesn't. But looking at the players of the week, Holton Hill, ironically enough, 2 picks with a 6 added onto it, has the breakout. It all makes sense now. It's all there. Looking at the actual roster, 71 overall across the board, which isn't terrible. No new names. We definitely need a new kicker, but we haven't been able to reach out to anyone, so got to keep getting on those phones soon enough. And hell, with Bush out, we might need to get another, Terrell Owens, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, that would be an interesting one. Parham obviously still balling out of control, which, I mean, stay out of control. I never want him to be in control. No breakout yet, but I'm hoping soon enough it will be the case. As far as Parsons goes, he's been struggling a little bit in coverage. I will admit his coverage stats are a little rough. But, I mean, his power and finesse aren't great either, so it's like we can still continue to try to mold him as a coverage guy. I just really don't know at this point what we should do. Do we move him to pass rush? I don't know. I mean, Luvu's not great, but he's been making a couple of plays. I don't know, dude. I really don't. But there's that. Let's get our upgrades, and let's look at our breakout, and then we'll be into the matchup. So not a whole lot of upgrades. Really just Parsons. Obviously, Michael Jordan, the GOAT. A nice little upgrade there, too, which, he's a starting lineman for us. 3-zone, 1-man, so, I mean, we got to make a decision soon if we're not going to go coverage, otherwise we're going to be wasting them. But here we go, the normal dev cornerback, Holton Hill. I can't speak for the rest of the defense, but you really cannot. But, man, last week, that was the best game I've played this season. I don't know, why is it like, okay. That does huge things for a guy's confidence, Another game like last week, and man, I feel like I've arrived. Okay, I mean, I don't feel like that's true, but get a pick, a forced fumble, or a tackle for a loss. Does recovering fumbles not work? I'm pretty sure it does. Maybe not. Or hold them to under 200 passing yards. We don't know what the Chiefs' offense looks like. And we get ourselves star development. Not bad. And here we are in Kansas City. Where's my sound? Hello? The sounds got weird on me. I don't like it. What happened to the sounds? Next gen, am I right? Like, there's no hype. Maybe they got rid of the fans. Maybe the fans are actually gone. Who's their quarterback? Is that Jared Goff? The fans seem very uninterested right now. I'm just going to be honest. But hey, here we are. No new intro animations for franchise, which is quite interesting there. But here we are, going against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll make the hype myself. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm blind. Thank you. I do not know how I'm supposed to continue on and play, but hey, I will try with one good eye that works still. There goes Dylan. I don't think he has any elusiveness like that at all. But here we are. We're gonna hope he does. Ross, kinda. And of course, looking at last week's performance, maybe AJ Dillon could have had one, but he didn't. Pretty damn solid performance. 2 touchdowns, 15 for 68 is not bad for this O-line, so definitely pretty happy with his performance. Ross had a couple of decent runs, mainly the big one, and that's about it. But here we go with Jared Goff, looking like he's not going to play first, so it looks like we're going to get the ball first. Or not, or he's not. The first kick of next gen is here. The field looks pretty nice. I like it. I mean, it's probably not going to look too much different for you, but it's going to play really different for me. And a huge hit by Gilchrist to start her off. He's pumped. We're pumped. And it looks like the crowd's finally pumped, which is weird because it was a hit stick that caused the crowd to get excited. Goff season, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not intor. The sun is so bright. I cannot see. Tariq Cohen in the backfield. We are stuck on the D-line. They're going to take a shot, and Tariq Cohen has it. Popped, but he continues moving. Perfect throw for a gain of 23. We're going to bring the blitz here. We're going to keep Parsons back, which is ironic enough, but we'll run in, obviously, if we see it's a run, which it likely will be. Uh-oh. We cut it off, but Luvu has it covered. They gain nothing. They actually lose a yard on the play. Second 11, we have a blitz coming here. I believe in it. Holton Hill as well. If he gets this, it'll be star dev for him already. And no one's interested. Holton Hill maybe had a chance. No, it was not. I think it was Duval, actually. Gain of 6, 3rd and 5. Now, that was a very strange set of plays. Parsons in coverage on Kittle. That's a bit of a challenge. I'm not going to lie. We're trying to get through. We can't. Tella's all over Cohen. He slips off and gains the first. Tariq Cohen is obviously a big part of their offense, as he's literally the only one outside of Goff to touch the ball every play so far. Could be a run. We're going to bring people down here a little bit. Holton Hill on the outside. Over the middle. Could be open. We got it all covered except for that outside. Like we said, it was a long progressing play. And is that Des Bryant on the play? Could not see what the name said. Vince trying. Holton Hill almost there. Cannot get it. It's going to be a gain of 8. The Chiefs are moving the ball at a very high successful rate at this point in time. Number 86 on the outside. Looks like it could be a run. Uh-oh. Timeout, timeout. Woo! That was a touchdown. Our fellas were not paying attention there. Good timeout by us, and we are livid. All right, Duval, come out. This is probably going to be a run. We can't get in there, and Tariq Cohen's going to slip it all the way down to their 6. I thought he was gone. I thought it was a touchdown. I ain't going to lie. I thought it was a touchdown. Tight end's open. I don't know why I expect him to switch there. He is in man coverage, so it is kind of our fault, but I figured he gets burned off the line so much that he would have the awareness to switch because we had the inside slant, which would have scored. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we were just burned straight across. If we don't cover the slant, that's going to be the touchdown anyways. Instead, it goes to Travis Kelce. King's looking, look at that. He's looking, he's like, all right, you maggots. The defense is trash as always. We're going to have to carry. Can't wait till we throw a pick. The first play possible. Ross is not even going to get to the 20. It's a bit of a yikes. Let's take a look at Eric King's stats. And is it Derek? Because there's like a hyphen thing there, so that's like it's like Eric, like Deontay Freeman. Is it? What was his name actually? It wasn't just Dante. It was like Deontay or Deontay. I don't remember, dude. I suck with names, so who cares? I'm going to disrespect your name no matter what. All right, Dylan going to try to get inside and gets absolutely hammered by the one they call Jamal, who is not a guy you want to run into full force. It is Dylan, though, so I guess, you know, if there's anyone that's going to be able to take a hit from him, it probably would be him, right? It would be Mr. Dylan. Parham down the middle of the field could be our look. And he is. It's a perfect throw. Parham adjusts to it. And already, next-gen Parham is already off to the races, to the 35. Speaking of next-gen, we have next-gen stats. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. Mr. Parham hyped up as always. Let's take a look. Maybe top speed. Here we go. Getting into the football. Parham off the line of scrimmage. Let's see what we're looking at here. Of course, King throwing it to Mr. Parham on this play. Ball carrier speed almost 20 miles per hour for Parham, which is insane. 14 and 17 yards after the catch. What a damn play. Carry speed of near 20 miles per hour, which is just absolutely blazing from the big tight end. I mean, that is just speed that you just don't expect from a 6'8". Dylan to the outside is wide open. Going to try to juke move. Obviously, that's not really in his repertoire, but, you know, I sounded like I just said Reptar from Rugrats, but here we are. Go with the slant look. Of course, could have a couple of different short side plays. Johnson on the inside, drops it and almost intercepted. I mean, that's a good throw by Derek King, but he can only do so much. Could be Ross. Ross is open. The throw is perfect. Ross tries to get it out, and he gets it all the way down to the 8. And we got an achievement. I forgot the new gen counts for new achievements as well. Whoa, what was that sound? That scared the actual living hell out of me. Calvin Johnson, my man. I'm kind of clearing this out for him. Nah, I can't. King on the outside. Can he get the edge? He kind of could. Could have maybe wristed inside, but that's a big man himself. You know, Parham's not the only gigantor on this team, on the league. You know, you got literally on the other side, Stephon Tuitt. And Dylan, the big man, gets in for the score. What a run. I mean, he just blew through that. It's like the guy below is holding Savage's hand. He's like, it's okay. We'll be okay, my brother. We won't die, probably. Of course, since we got to see a full offensive and defensive drive from the Chiefs, let's take a look at who we're actually playing against. They have Jalen Hurts as a backup quarterback, so really good setup there if Goff plays like trash or he plays bad or he gets injured anyways. And then their running backs, a really good set of running backs here. Cohen, Swift, and C.J. Verdell. I don't know why they went Verdell, but hey, it's up to them. They do what they want. Robert Woods, Sterling Shepard, Jamar Chase, Deontay Harris. Who's number 86? Hello? Oh, it was Sterling Shepard. I didn't see it. Okay, Travis Kelce is their number 1 tight end. O-line, Colton Miller, a giant left tackle. Joel Batoni, a great left tackle, left guard. Dan Feeney's okay. Zeitler's pretty good. And then Gilbert, once upon a time, was very solid. So, he's feasible. Stephon Tuitt, big man on the interior, going to stop our run game quite a bit. Ironically enough, though, on the other side, Jerry Hughes. I can't tell if they're running a 4-3 or not. Geno Atkins, the big 300-pounder. Darius at the DT spot. It looks like a 4-3. Jamie Collins at the left out. Alex Anzalone and Tavai on the inside. And then Jalen Smith on the outside. It's got to be a 4-3. I mean, that's way too much coverage for a not 4-3, right? Interesting. A 4-3 defense with Stephon Tuitt on the edge. It's very strange. Unless they sub players in. Wide open on the inside, but he's going to take the shot deep. And it's just slightly thrown too far to the left. What a shot, though. I got to like the attempt from Jared Goff there. He has his man. Just misses the throw by a little bit. And there's a good play by Gilchrist. Blows the thing up. It's now a 3rd and 10. We got a little creative on the outside. We brought the middle linebacker Parsons rushing in. We brought the corner rushing in. Then we dropped back the pass rusher. And Cohen is wide open. Tell cannot get there in time. It's caught by Jamar Chase for the monster play of about 50. Oh, Lord. That was not good. Number 16, Jared Goff. Number 88, Jamar Chase. Burning on the sideline. Time to throw. That's too much time. He had 3.1 seconds, and we are only just about to get there. 63 yards through the air, down the field, and caught by Jamar Chase. That is rough. Rough stuff. It's been a gritty one so far, and it's only the first quarter, so it's a bit of a yikes, but hopefully we get our bearings in. And they're going to run the ball, and there's nobody in sight. Cohen's going to run. There will be a holding call, though. May have been on Sterling Shepard there. Thankfully, we got a holding call, honestly. And it was against Joel Batoni, the left guard. In fairness, that's like literally right where they went, so makes a lot of sense. The running back is open. He's going to get hit as he's thrown. And almost picked, but almost caught. We know Jamar Chase can catch it contested, so there's no safety in that for us. We have the underneath look, but I mean, I didn't trust it. To the outside, Travis Kelce. Coverage wasn't bad. And we kind of had the layered defense on that one. Pretty good coverage underneath. Going to throw it to Cohen. Gilchrist all over it. No, it's Micah Parsons all over it. And they will be forced to kick a field goal. Pretty decent defense. That jump ball, it can happen to anyone. I'm not going to go around saying like that was just, our defense sucking as usual. It was pretty decent coverage. And, he just made an insane catch. It's just sometimes that happens. Kicks it deep. Ross has a chance. We'll give it to him. And he gets a little bit better return to the 21 this time. Decently high-scoring game to start as well. Calvin Johnson is kind of beat on the inside there. So let's try a deep shot to the out. Doesn't really have it. What a throw, and caught by Colin off the deflection. A little behind him, tipped off of both of the players, and just an amazing awareness play by Colin Johnson. What a play, man. Dylan on the run after that, you know, we realized we got a little lucky, and Dylan bowls through players for about 12. What a nice little run there. Good blocking as well. Actually, let's go to the outside. It's still heavy, but let's go to the outside. And we show some patience, and we have a little too much patience. Looking a little stuck in the mud on that one. All right, so we should definitely not run that play. I don't know how much I trust Colin Johnson, but I trust Parham. There you go, Parham. Parham gets a lot of yards there. They thought it was going to be another run, I think, and we gained 7. Oh, they're angry. Those Chiefs fans are pissed. That's a nice little addition. I don't like the sound cutting, though. It sounds really strange. He's really loud, and then it's just like all of a sudden, like we're back to like nothing. Jet sweet Mr. Keelan Doss. You know, normally we would doubt him, but he had a nice rushing touchdown the other week, so give him another chance. And unfortunately gets like no help from the outside, but he gains 8. Not bad. Keelan Doss isn't really known for being a shifty, speedy guy. I mean, he's kind of on the larger side. To the left side, Dylan. And come on, boys, we had it. We couldn't go super far to the outside because Parkinson was blocking on the in there. I don't know. This could be a nice little play. Down the middle for Parham. Perfect throw for the first down to Mr. Colin Johnson again. Got to give it to King so far. King's looking pretty good. Got a read option look. And he's fast. And he scores. King going for the touchdown. It was worth it. We went a little predictable, out of bounds, you know, conservative for a lot of different players, but totally worth doing it there as Jamal Adams could not catch up. He thought he had the lane and he underestimated King's speed. He's definitely faster than Jamal. Jamal has to take a better angle if he's going to try and take King down. I don't know if he was just worried about a penalty or what's the story, but King with the grittiness, really good stuff. Lots of times in that play that, you know, maybe you debate, hey, maybe go down or, you know, give yourself up, do whatever you got to do not to get hit, but he went for it. He knows his job's on the line. Everyone's job's on the line at this rate, but that quarterback position has a microscope larger than any one you've ever seen on it. And here they're going to cut it back inside. Cohen's going to gain about 6 on the play. Good tackle by Micah Parsons. Good try to go back to the blitz. Wilfork tries. Gilchrist get in there. Big hit on Mr. Sterling Shepard, but unfortunately it's going to stand. Doesn't fumble, and there they are with another first down. All right, defense. You did pretty good last drive, so Holton Hill trying to get in there. Cannot, and let's get another big gain for Cohen. Very patient running. He's gaining a lot of yards, finding the lanes perfectly at this rate. They're going to run it again. We brought the house, and Parsons absolutely alleviates Cohen's pain by taking his limbs off. I keep saying the Chiefs. Holton Hill to the outside, can't get there, and the two stud linebackers take him down. Damn, we cannot get in there. Parsons gonna, no, it's Gilchrist gonna get another tackle. These linebackers are racking up the tackles, but I mean they're gaining like 5 to 10 yards a run. We're gonna have to try and get aggressive here. I think press looks really bad on the out there. And Duval, you gotta hit him, man. Duval, you're our hit stick man. We just got torched. Gains another first down to the 8-yard line. Gilchrist trying to blow through, and he does. That's a really good play. Probably the best run-stopping play of the day, really, on their running back. Back in the end zone. And he catches that. Marvin Tell has been really good this game, but he gets beat. All right, once again, the offense has been playing its absolute heart out, so don't completely count them out with 2 minutes left. Dylan is fighting hard, gains about 7 on the play. Obviously, would have liked a little bit more out of that because, you know, it looked like he was burning, but maybe not. Ross on the deep look. I mean, Parham's got to be, you know, dragging a lot of players there. Maybe not, and it's deflected off of someone's helmet, I believe. I mean, Parham is absolutely gunning it on that one. He's gone. literally about to be just out of there. Oh, I don't like it, and maybe stared down the right side of the field too much. That is going to be a punt. Unfortunate stuff. We got hit. The ball got hit off the guy's helmet on a very easy first down conversion. Things are not looking good out here. And uh-oh. Pat McAfee taking a bit of time there to kick that one. It's a great kick, but, you know, I mean, that was close. To the outsides. Holton Hill misses the tackle, and they're going to gain about 15 yards on the play. To the outside, we had it perfectly covered. Everything was literally locked there. There's not much they could have done. Good throwaway, in my opinion. All right, we're sitting in more coverage. Across the middle, he's going to get it. Gilchrist with the help. Hit stick. We're going to let them waste the clock because, honestly, I just don't really believe in this defense right now. A minute left. Not really much you can do on offense anyways. I think you just got to play it safe here. Will Fork locked on the D-line. Short routes are open, and that's exactly where they're going to go. Holton Hill with a huge hit stick. Of course, he forces a fumble there. He is star development. Unfortunately, he did not. Clock is draining. They're going to save that for that last time out, which obviously is a very smart decision. See if they can get a little bit closer for a field goal. Going to take the outside, and somehow he holds on. Deontay Harris, a smaller guy. You wouldn't expect him to really even be able to bring that down. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. The Chiefs, they're going to take one last chance here. He's got him over the middle. Huge hit, and they are going to use that timeout. Good play to get closer. Super calm in the pocket, Jared Goff. The Chiefs knew what they were doing, and they're going to set up pretty much a chip shot field goal right before halftime to put them up 6 points in this game. Maybe Needham or somebody can make a play off the edge. They cannot, so there is your score, 20-14 to end the first half. What a wild first half it was. The Chiefs look almost unstoppable on offense. They've scored literally every drive, I'm pretty sure. And then on defense, you know, for them, they're giving up some plays, but they're making clutch stops as well. You can see the yardage difference. It's a close game, though. It's a close game. If we get the ball here, I feel okay, which, of course, we do. So, I mean, it's a close one. There's really not much more to say. We must have stopped them at some point, right? Ross up the middle is going to get pretty much to the 20, I think. We're going to have to cancel special teams operations for the day. But hey, if you just look at the yardage, he did gain what he's supposed to, 25 yards, but obviously he's not receiving the ball. Parham is wide open, and unfortunately we see our first incomplete pass from King, which is so ironic because it is literally the easiest pass of the day. And yet this is the one he misses, so I don't even know what to tell you, but it's okay. And we try to get to Ross. That pass rush gets to us. It's looking like one of those rough halves. Just try to get somebody open. I mean, there's a lot of plays that can get a first down on this play. Calvin Johnson, and no, King. Come on, buddy. You're way better than that. You are so much better than that. I mean, King's just a playmaker. He's a baller. Where the hell is Tease Tabor actually headed, though? Oh! Tease Tabor eliminates him. There you go. Oh, my God. That was just two forces coming at an insane speed to meet for death. That was a sick play, and we got to make it count, even if it's just a field goal. Oh, there you go, Dylan. Running it for the first. Apparently, it's not a field. It's a flag. What the hell has he got in his hands? Is that brass knuckles? Hello? Calvin Johnson is going to catch it for the first. First and 20. We gained 21. Nice. Can't tell if that ball was bad. Like, it wasn't a perfect ball, but he gave him a chance to make a play on it. There's not really much more you can ask for, and uh-oh. This could be a big play for Ross. There you go, Ross. Bouncing off. It wasn't the cleanest blocking look, even though it should have been. We gain about 8. To the outside on the stretch look. I don't know how much I can believe in the team. Let's just go straight up. And he's going to be short unless he reached the ball over. I can't tell if he did. He did not. Fullback dive. They've got a lot of players in the line here. Do we maybe audible this out? Nah, we're going to trust the fullback. And smart to do so as he gains about 1.5 yards. My man, Nabbers. Parkinson over the middle. That's usually a guy you wouldn't expect to be going over the middle. Oh, Lord. The right tackle sells at the worst possible time. Stiff onto it with his second sack of the day. Okay, we can't turn a blocker. Can't turn Parkinson into a blocker, so I guess this is the best we're going to get. What a throw by King, and Parkinson's going to turn it into something. That's a huge gainer. 13 yards gained. Pressure in his face. Like I'm telling you, he's got so much potential, and he just misses the dumb ones. Like, just make the throws when they're there. That's all we ask. And there's one, and he leads Calvin for the score. What an adjustment by Calvin Johnson. If we would have threw that over to where we were supposed to, it would have actually wasted yards. And you can see here, we score a touchdown because of it. Look at these goalposts shrink when we get closer. How? I don't understand. All right, this matchup is getting quite interesting now. Now, the way the Chiefs are built, Jared Goff is playing above his weight, which is pretty good for them, obviously. Running backs, Cohen's pretty solid. I feel like they overdrafted running backs, so that's, you take away one of those running backs and add maybe a corner or something in, they'd be a lot better of a team, or a linebacker probably be more important, but there's definitely some things lacking on this Chiefs team. They're not as good as some of the other teams, but who are we to be talking about whose team is good or bad, I suppose. All right, Parsons in coverage. I mean, that's just a lockdown play. And Holton Hill, is that going to be a tackle for a loss? Holton Hill accelerates towards him, and he's like, I'm not gonna do it. I think he got it. Shout out to the best corner on this team now, Mr. Holton Hill. Of course, we kind of expect him to be the best corner on the team, but now progression-wise, he's probably got the best chance, right? Star development, not bad. D-line's getting locked, and that could be picked. Ooh, really good try on the catch, but of course, Micah Parsons in perfect coverage there absolutely hammers him. I think we're going to go with the man blitz. We're going to leave Hill out of this, though. We're actually going to drop Hill back, I think. And Tariq Cohen runs. I was about to say, if Tariq Cohen is blocking, and he strips it. Good job, Marvin Tell. Getting a little bit of revenge on Mr. Jamar Chase. A little behind him as well, so not a good time for Mr. Goff to throw a bad pass. 3rd and 11, that is. And it's going to be a punt. We're up 1 with ball. Got to make sure we ourselves don't decide to sell. To the outside, Ross tries to just run it. Can't get to the 41-yard line. All right, trap play may audible this. Yeah, I think we're going to audible this to this. This looks good. No one on Parsons. Parsons going to cut this upfield for a gain of about 9. 8.5, 9 yards on the play. Now we're starting to outsmart them on top of outplay them, which is definitely a dual-edged sword. Get in there, and there you go. Really good blocking on the play. We actually got a huge push. And speaking of push, Dylan's not done. Nice. Going to turn this into a play-action play. I mean, I don't mind the run here, but I think, once again, they're ready for it. The fullback is going to get himself some yards as well. A gain of about 6 on the play. Everybody's getting involved. Calvin Johnson, I kind of feel like that corner's not really looking. He is. Inside throw. Perfect to Doss. Down to the 20-yard line. I'm telling you, King has it. He has it. He's just got to dial it in. And this could be a touchdown of Parham. This is a tough throw, and he hits it. Parham's feet are down, and it's another magical game for Parham yet again. It's got to be at least at about 70 yards with a touchdown. Maybe 2. I can't remember all the touchdowns in this game. And is that a female ref? I'm sorry, dude, if you're a man, but looks like a female ref, right? Really good stuff by Parham, and obviously he had possession. Ooh. He's trying to protect it, trying to hide the ball there. It kind of maybe wiggled a little bit. I don't know. Holy crap, what is that Adam's apple? It's like a little spear coming out of his neck. Yikes. Maybe they give him another chance for a dev up. Mr. King. 3 total touchdowns. Pretty good game, and Parsons is burned, but it's not the type of play that's going to go long, and huge hit with Gilchrist on Mr. Tariq Cohen. Oh, get in there. Tabor gets burned. Of course, we're not going to say anything about Tabor. He's played pretty well today, and more importantly, had that hit stick fumble on the punt, which obviously was kind of a big game changer for us, so definitely cool there. And by cool there, I looked at the sign. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. Didn't say why I thought it was cool, and Vince Wilfork. I'm telling you, not always is he playing like a god, but he's always trying. And man, sometimes he looks like a kid again out there. and it's nothing better to see than that. And there goes Vince, speaking of, and that's the reason why. Vince Wilfork forces him to throw it out, and it's now a 3rd and 9. I mean, pressure has definitely been the reason why we've succeeded in this game, so I think you gotta go for the pressure here. All right, are they gonna switch our coverages here? Parsons is in literal perfect coverage, and it's gonna be a coverage sack by Mr. Gilchrist. From linebacker to linebacker, there's a gift for you. Looks like a double move has been read, but King is not. And King is going to take this for a gain. Oh, he fumbles, but a gain of about 15. Obviously, the fumble doesn't matter, but it's going to go against his stats, so kind of sucks, but we'll try to remember that when we're counting stats later on in the season. And you got to remember, we're playing pretty well on offense, and we lost Bush. You know, that is our, like, speed man. That's our deep threat kind of guy. Now it's just Parham, which isn't a bad thing. I make it sound like a bad thing, but you know, when Parham's really the only guy you can trust deep, it's not easy to play offense. We're going to trust Calvin Johnson there, and he somehow gets to that. The range of Calvin Johnson just surprises me still. They look like they might have a red, but it's a first down run. Why not? And that's why not. Stephon Tuitt going against a small guy like Ross could have absolutely taken advantage. I'm just glad the man didn't just take the ball. Like, he's my ball now. Oh, they're all over us, and that's going to be a fumble from King. No, now that's a bad fumble, and they're going to take this back for a touchdown. Anal zone for the score. Damn. Chiefs fans are happy. COVID looks to be over. Okay, it's cool. All right, now with that being said, it's not over that yet there, as they have to get the 2-point conversion if they want to take a tie. And we're trying to play coverage, and we do. Is that Vince? It is Vince Wilfork with the sack, even though it does, but like he's kind of playing like it doesn't. And here, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, was it just like a really good kick, or what's the story there? Might just change it to go left. Let's just run away from that pile. There you go. And there's a face mask on top of it. I can't even blame them because Dylan's not an easy guy to bring down, but there you are. I don't think it's a woman. I'm sorry, guy, but, you know, you can't judge people by their genders. It's 2020. Dylan up the middle, and Dylan fights. Not going to gain much. Probably one of our worst runs of the day, which is saying something. And Ross, he did look injured on that play. I couldn't really tell, but yeah, he was injured. High ankle sprain, of course. Win or lose in this game, we definitely want him to be healthy. So, yeah, you just stay out. And they don't look like they want to stop the run on this play. And Dylan is going to prove that by gaining the first. He's not down yet. Get up, Dylan! Damn it, I think Dylan just thought he was down. He just wasn't aware. Got to give it to us, though. We're kind of adapting here. We're playing how you're supposed to. Doss is open, and it's a perfect throw to Doss, and that is thankfully not the man I thought it was. Down to the 30, though. Of course, none of this means anything if we don't at least score 3, preferably 7, as 7 pretty much wins the game for us. And wow, what a play there. Who is that, by the way? Oh, it's Atkins. Keep forgetting about Gino. Kind of forgot he even existed, to be honest. Parm down the middle for the dagger. Got a couple of short routes. Gonna have to look quick. And there's a little bit of pressure. Still gets a throw. A great block by Calvin, and Collins gonna score. Calvin Johnson with the block of a lifetime. Collins just walking in free. What a play. And it looks like they actually are going to run, but, you know, they definitely have went away from the run. I think that's a big factor of this game. And teased Tabor. He already popped one out. Why not go for a second? It's another big factor of this game is once, you know, things started getting tough, they kind of just went to the pass game because it felt comfortable for them, but they really should have kept going to Tariq Cohen. Good pickup, but over the middle we leave it, and that is a huge play to Mr. Jamar Chase, who's had a pretty good game today. Inside is usually where we get the most pressure. Not today. We just had nothing going for us. But it's a coverage sack once again. Reed with the sack off the edge. I don't think there's been a single pure dominating pass rush sack of the day. I think it's just been all coverage. Coverage hasn't been great, but they've had their moments in this game for sure. And Reed is locked up over the middle. Hit as he catches. Wow, Travis Kelce. Strong play there. All right, just going to sit in man coverage. I think this is probably the safest look. Reed, can I get in there? I cannot. He's just going to throw the thing away, I believe. That's strange. Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of pressure applied, but still. Can't get in there. That outside looks decent. Luvu. Oh, Lord. And he misses the throw. Goff had a wide open touchdown to Sterling Shepard and missed it. Oh, no. You cannot do that. That would have really made the game interesting. And look at Dylan. Okay, he ran him over, but the guy kind of recovered on it. Savage, a tough player. Never really count him out until it's, the play's done. I think this is where we're going to leave the ball in the hands of the running backs and the receivers. Just try to avoid any overthrows. And once again, another bad angle by Jamal. He's been prone to that a lot lately. And Doss is going to take over 21. Can't really say much about it. Look at Dylan fighting hard. Gains about 4 on the play. Similar to last week's performance, just not with the touchdowns. And I kind of feel like we should go for the dagger here. Can we get Parham on the block and then pull Dylan out? Get that throw in there, and it's a perfect dime to Calvin. The Chiefs, I think, have just given up. Their offense just gave them nothing to believe in. Dylan on the run now, going to be running for a touchdown almost, down to the 1. I mean, this game isn't over by a long shot. I mean, if they were to score a touchdown, if we get stopped for a field goal, the game's like wide open. And I'm just going to trust it up the middle to Dylan, who walks in for the score. Second of the day, almost an exact replica of last week. Gotta love it, and that's going to be the game. They're going to tell us to go for 2. Probably a little unnecessary, but we'll go for it. Calvin Johnson going against another superstar. I'll take that. Good try. It would have been down, too. Really good footwork. The ball is a little overthrown there, but really good footwork on that. He would have had it. Jared Goff, I mean, look at Jared Goff's numbers there. He started off hot. Burning, really. And ever since, he's just been really bad. Might just be also part of the offense. Just going to throw it away again. He's been Mr. Throwaway this half. Ooh, the fans are not liking it. Outside's kind of open. Go to the tight end, and Treat Cohen salvages what he could from that throw. Gets it to the 33-yard line. I mean, the game's not over. I'm not really sure why they told us to go for 2. It would have been a 16-point lead instead of 15 if we would just went for the extra point. I guess the 2-point literally ends the game, but still. And Treat Cohen catches it and rolls out of bounds. Nice little play. I mean, it's not over. The game is literally not over. Especially with this defense. I mean, they played really well in the second half, but I don't trust them one bit. And like I said, play it safe. Brooks brings him down to the 45. That'll be the 2-minute warning. They do have all 3 timeouts, though, so you just don't know. All right, Parsons telling the safety to do something. I don't know what he told him to do. There's nobody open. Nobody open. Nobody in, sight on the D-line either. Parsons going to save the day. Gains about 9. Really not much to show for on that one. Oh, we're not really ready for this. Inside. I feel like he had Parsons open again. I don't know why he's not just forcing it to Parsons at this rate. And there's a guy wide open again, and he doesn't throw it to him, but they kind of get bailed out as that's going to be pass interference. All right, Malik Reed has had his moments, so... And we try to go hard in there. Over the middle, that could be a score, and it will be. Falls down, really, Shepard? That's the game you're playing. Now, if you're them, I think you go for 1. And they are going to. That's the smart thing. Give your team, the utmost chance. Go for the last seconder. They are down by 8. Why the hell did they not tell us to just go for 1? What the hell? I was so... Mathematics, boys. They're going for the onside kick, smartly so. And Johnson holds on to it, thankfully. Kind of got bombarded there. And outside of maybe a read option, we're going to keep this pretty damn safe, even if they just absolutely wallop us. Got to do what you can to hold on to this lead. Dylan fights hard for a gain of 2.5. Not bad stuff there. Left side looks pretty good. Left side looks pretty good. Stiff arm from Dylan, and he gets stopped for a gain of nothing. And here it is, read option time. If we have to slide, we'll slide. I just don't think the field goal is going to be viable anyways. And King gets caught. What was that? King really slow out the gate. I thought he was going to be gone. Well, let's see how this punt is. Might be a little too short. It's not bad. It's not great, but, we get it to the 13. No timeouts left. 52 seconds. Tariq Cohen, look at that. I mean, 10 for 50 to start. 1 for 1 cents. I mean, that's just terrible. Oh, he's wide open on the outside there, and he's going to catch it and get out of bounds. Who was that in coverage? Tabor. Good play. It didn't really seem like that many. It seemed like a lot more yards than that. We'll cover with Tabor. Now we have to cover with Parsons. Well, we say that, and we just leap. Hello? And we just leave it is literally what I said because we left Tariq Cohen wide open. We actually almost saved the day with that. What the hell? It was Woods. Marvin Tell. What are you doing? Of course, they don't get this. Call timeout, call timeout. Whoa, hey. They kind of snuck out on the field on that one. I ain't ready for it. And you kind of have to go goal line, right? All right, it's going to go with Wilfork. If they get this, they can force overtime. And he doesn't get the throw off. The D-line saves the day. He had him, I thought. I mean, we were expecting a run, so kind of got lucky on that one. Onside kick. We get this. We win. And he's on the ground. Don't get up. What are you doing? But we will win the game. We hold on for the victory. There you go, King. Not a bad day at all. No turn. Well, he actually fumbled the ball twice. One they actually recovered for, was it 6, actually? Not a bad day. 41-39. I mean, once again, another one of those games, you look at it like Tease Tabor forcing the hit stick fumble. That's a game changer. Goff missing a wide open play. Was it 3rd down on the outside? I mean, those are game-changing plays. But hey, I'm all about it. Hey, you do what you got to do. I'm just saying. Of course, King, absolutely inspiring game. I mean, he played near perfect, especially for, being a lesser skilled passer. The Chiefs also shot themselves in the foot, completely went away from their game plan of throwing to Cohen, running with Cohen. I mean, Cohen really didn't look like he touched the ball at all in the second half, really. Maybe once, twice. Not really a good job in the second half there by the Chiefs, but hey, you do what you got to do because we now move to 3-3. Let's take a look at the final stats. Of course, Jared Goff went absolutely ham, but King was better, believe it or not. 77% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns for us, 0 for them, 4 touchdowns for them, 0 interceptions, 415 yards. How would we have a better passer rating? What? I don't even know. 2 touchdowns for Mr. Dillon, 19 for 82. King, 6 for 42 with a touchdown. Did have those 2 fumbles. One was going out of bounds, didn't matter. And the other one did matter. It was actually a big game-changing play. Keelan Doss was 2 for 29. Ross wasn't great. He got injured as well. 3 for 13. Receiving end. As far as we went, we did not really have much going for us. 78 yards for Parham with a touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 60 for 1 with 1 touchdown. Colin Johnson, 54 with 1 touchdown. Doss, 2 for 39. Parkinson, thank you, controller. Nabbers with 1 for 6. Ross, 1 for 22. Dillon, 1 for 5. As far as sack totals go, we gave up 3 to Stephon Tuitt, which sucks. 1 for Reed, 1 for Gilchrist. Pick totals, none. Tackle for a loss, Hill barely got his damn scenario. Stephon Tuitt was so good for him. Gilchrist with 11 total tackles. Parsons had some tackles as well. Looking at the kicking, we really just had extra points. And then return game, Ross, 4 for 93. And then punt return, 2 for 17. I mean, it was an interesting game. We did pretty damn well for ourselves. And like I said, we move on to 3-3. And then Sewell has an upgrade. Obviously, pass protector is what we're going for. An 80 overall. Is that his first upgrade point, or do you already have a... no, it is his first agility slot. Post up. Oh, no, it's not his first. He already had one. Matador. Blockers with this ability have stronger protection against bull rush moves attempted by defenders, which is really strange. Right? Post up. I mean, I don't see how that makes sense for a left tackle. That seems more like a left guard ability. So, I'm gonna be honest. I think we should give him secure protector. Right? Or all day. Now, we're gonna give him all day. He's a superior left tackle. And I can't even give it to him. Did my game just freeze? My game legitimately just froze. They're like, sorry, not today. Too good of an ability. Regardless, before my game actually crashes and we're at the main menu of Xbox, that is going to be the video. We're going to give him all day if I ever get a chance to. And, of course, we play, I do not remember next week. It's a mystery. Of course, I will also show I won't show it, but we'll get Mr. Holton Hill's upgrade in there. Don't worry about it. And that's pretty much that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Check out the second channel, PKR Plays. And then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. We're going to have the Washington football team off-season stream tomorrow on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr at around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe. And it's going to be next gen, so I don't know if anything's new for drafting or anything like that, but I suppose we'll find out together. Once again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!